There was always something beside my grandmother's kitchen sink. Not the dish soap, not the sponge. Something else. A small tin, slightly dented, the label worn from years of being picked up and put down. Vaseline. And next to it, a small bottle of something amber-colored. Glycerin. Every single time she finished washing dishes, she did the same thing. Dried her hands completely, not damp, completely dry, and then a small amount of glycerin first, rubbed in, followed by the thinnest possible film of Vaseline over the top. 30 seconds. Every time. Without exception. I thought this was a quirk, a habit from harder times when hand cream was expensive. Then I looked at her hands. My grandmother was 78 in the last photograph I have of her. Her hands are visible in it. She's holding something, I forget what. I have looked at that photograph many times since I started this research. Her hands in that photograph look like they belong to someone 30 years younger. Not dramatically, not suspiciously, just not 78. I went to find out why, and what I found was not complicated. It was chemistry. The simplest kind, applied consistently for 60 years. This video is that chemistry. Why hands age the way they do. Before the routine, I want to explain the specific biology of hand aging, because understanding it makes the solution obvious instead of arbitrary. The hands age differently from the face. On the face, the primary driver of visible aging is UV damage to the dermal collagen and fat compartments. Sun exposure over decades degrades the structural proteins that maintain volume and texture. The face also has significant subcutaneous fat that gradually redistributes. On the hands, all of this happens too. But there are additional mechanisms specific to the hands. First, the hands have proportionally thinner skin on the dorsum, the back of the hand, than almost anywhere else on the body. The veins and tendons beneath become more visible as the minimal subcutaneous fat depletes with age. This is not preventable through topical care. But the texture and quality of the skin surface, its dryness, its crepiness, its overall condition, is directly responsive to consistent barrier maintenance. Second, the hands are washed more frequently than any other body part. Each washing with soap removes the natural lipid film that protects the skin surface. Hands that are washed many times daily and not protected afterward develop a chronically compromised barrier, one that loses moisture faster, reacts more sensitively to external factors, and shows visible dryness and roughness sooner. Third, the hands are constantly exposed to mechanical friction, temperature change, and cleaning chemicals that the face is not. The skin of the hands is under a form of chronic, low-level stress that the face simply doesn't experience. The solution is consistent barrier restoration after each washing. Not once a day, after each washing. Every time. This is what my grandmother did. Every time. The routine. Exactly. 3 steps, 30 seconds. $1 per month in products. Step 1. Dry completely. This matters more than it sounds. Applying any product to damp skin dilutes it and prevents it from properly adhering to the surface. My grandmother dried her hands completely, with a clean cotton towel, patting, not rubbing, before touching either product. Step 2. Glycerin first. A few drops. The kind that disappear almost immediately when rubbed between the palms. Glycerin is a humectant. It attracts water molecules from the environment and from the deeper layers of the skin to the surface. Applied to clean, dry skin, it immediately increases surface hydration and creates a slightly tacky film that helps the next step adhere. Pure glycerin from the pharmacy costs approximately $3 to $4 for a bottle that lasts months. It has been used as a skin humectant since the early 1800s. Step 3. Vaseline immediately after, while the glycerin is still fresh. The smallest possible amount, barely visible on the fingertip, spread evenly over the back of both hands and fingers, including the cuticle area. The Vaseline seals everything underneath it. The glycerin that has drawn water to the surface is now trapped there. It cannot evaporate because the occlusive film over it prevents evaporation. The skin barrier, which was just stripped by the soap, has a substitute barrier while it rebuilds its own. The combination is more effective than either alone. Humectant plus occlusive. One draws moisture, one locks it. This is the principle behind the most expensive hand creams on the market. The expensive hand cream delivers both in one convenient product. The Glycerin and Vaseline deliver both for approximately $1 per month. The science of glycerin and petrolatum together. I want to explain why this specific combination works better than either alone, because it changed how I think about moisturizing in general. Glycerin alone has a limitation. It is such an effective humectant that in very dry environments, it can actually draw moisture from the skin rather than from the air. Applied in dry climates or dry seasons without an occlusive layer over it, glycerin can be counterproductive. Vaseline alone has a limitation. It is an occlusive, not a humectant. It locks in whatever moisture is currently in the skin, but it doesn't add moisture. If the skin is already dehydrated, sealing in that dehydration without first drawing water to the surface produces limited results. Together, they solve each other's limitation. The glycerin draws water to the surface immediately after washing when there is still adequate moisture in the tissue. The Vaseline immediately seals that moisture in before it can evaporate. The sequence matters. Glycerin first, Vaseline second, applied quickly. This combination is what dermatologists call the soak and smear technique for severely dry and compromised skin. It is the clinical first-line recommendation for conditions like hand eczema and contact dermatitis. It uses exactly these two ingredients in exactly this sequence. My grandmother discovered it by observation. Clinical dermatology confirmed it by research. The product costs $1 per month either way. Subscribe and leave a like if you're going to try this tonight after dinner. The bell means you'll catch what comes next. What commercial hand cream actually contains? I want to spend a moment here because I think it clarifies something important. Pick up any hand cream that costs between $8 and $20. Read the ingredient list. You will find water, glycerin, usually second or third, petrolatum or a petrolatum derivative, an emulsifier to combine the oil and water phases, a preservative system to extend shelf life, a fragrance to make it pleasant, and possibly some additional active ingredients like urea, ceramides, or peptides, depending on the price point. The core moisturizing mechanism of almost every hand cream is glycerin plus petrolatum. Water is the vehicle. The rest is texture, smell, shelf stability, and marketing. The $8 hand cream and the $1 glycerin plus Vaseline routine are doing the same job through the same mechanism. The difference is convenience. The cream is a pre-mixed, nicely textured, pleasant-smelling single product. The glycerin and Vaseline approach requires 2 products and 30 seconds of deliberate application. My grandmother used 2 products. They cost $1 a month. Her hands at 78 were in a condition that I associate with much younger hands. Whether that is worth the slightly less convenient application is a personal calculation. But it should be a conscious one, made with the information about what is actually doing the work. The frequency factor. This is the part of the routine that I think matters most and that is most different from how we approach hand care today. My grandmother did not apply hand cream once a day at bedtime. She did it after every washing. Every time the soap touched her hands, the routine followed immediately. How many times a day do you wash your hands? Cooking preparation. Before and after handling raw ingredients. After cleaning. After gardening. After any task that required washing. For most women who cook at home, that is 8 to 12 hand washings per day. Each of those washings strips the lipid film. Each stripping, uncorrected, extends the time the skin spends in a compromised state. 8 to 12 strippings per day without restoration produces hands that are chronically slightly damaged. 8 to 12 restorations per day, 30 seconds each, $1 per month in product, produces hands that are chronically protected. The frequency is the routine. My grandmother understood this instinctively. The tin was beside the sink, not in the bathroom cabinet, not in the bedroom, not somewhere convenient for a bedtime routine. It was where the stripping happened, because that's where the restoration needed to happen. I moved a small tin of Vaseline and a small bottle of glycerin to my kitchen sink 7 months ago. The habit formed in about 2 weeks because the products were where the trigger was. The cuticle connection. There is one specific part of the hand that the routine targets that I want to explain separately because the mechanism is different. The cuticle, the thin strip of skin at the base of each nail, is a seal. When intact and hydrated, it covers the nail groove completely and prevents bacteria and fungi from entering the space between the nail and the surrounding skin. When it dries, lifts, and tears, that seal breaks, and the nail groove becomes vulnerable. The Vaseline applied to the hands in this routine reaches the cuticle as a matter of course. The occlusive layer on the cuticle overnight, if the routine is also done before sleep, maintains the moisture in that thin skin and keeps it supple and adherent. My grandmother never cut her cuticles. She pushed them back gently after washing with a soft cloth. The American Academy of Dermatology advises exactly this. Never cut the cuticle, which removes the protective seal, but instead soften and gently push it back. Her nails at 78 were in a condition I rarely see in women of that age. No splitting, no ridging beyond what is normal, no chronic cuticle tearing. Not because she had good nail genetics, because she had maintained the seal consistently for 60 years. The overnight intensification. Once a week, Sundays in my grandmother's house, the routine had an extended version, a more generous amount of Vaseline applied to the hands and cuticles. Then, cotton gloves, the inexpensive white cotton kind kept in the bedside drawer. And so, to sleep. This is the occlusion therapy protocol that dermatologists prescribe for severe hand dryness and hand eczema. The cotton gloves create a closed, humid environment where the Vaseline cannot be rubbed off and where the skin can absorb the barrier support over 7 to 8 hours instead of the hour or two it stays on during the day. The cotton gloves cost $3 or $4 once. They last years. The Vaseline used in one session costs a few cents. My grandmother did this every Sunday of her adult life, not because a dermatologist told her to, because she had noticed that her hands were better on Monday mornings. She ran the experiment herself and continued what worked. I do it every Sunday now. The difference in my hands on Monday morning compared to mornings when I skip it is consistently noticeable. Softer surface, more pliable skin at the knuckles, less tightness after the first morning washing. What I actually do. 7 months of this routine. I want to be specific. The small tin of Vaseline and the glycerin bottle have been beside my kitchen sink since last October. After every hand washing, not once, after every washing, 3 drops of glycerin rubbed in, then the thinnest possible film of Vaseline. Every Sunday night, cotton gloves. Been doing it for 7 months. The change in my hands is real, and I will describe it without overclaiming it. The texture of the skin on the back of my hands is smoother than it was 7 months ago. The dryness I had accepted as normal, the slight roughness at the knuckles, the tightness after washing, is gone. Not reduced, gone. I showed my hands to my mother 6 months in and told her what I'd been doing. She was quiet for a moment and then said, "That's what Grandma used to do." I know. That's how I found out. $1 per month, 30 seconds after every washing. 1 Sunday night with cotton gloves. Completely dry hands first. Glycerin, the humectant that draws water to the surface. Then Vaseline immediately, the occlusive that locks it there before it can leave. Applied after every washing, not once a day. and Sunday nights with the cotton gloves for the deeper weekly restoration. The most expensive hand creams on the market deliver glycerin and petrolatum as their primary mechanism. The $1 routine delivers the same mechanism, in the sequence and frequency that actually make the difference. Tell me in the comments, how many times a day do you wash your hands? Really count it. And then tell me what you do after, because I think the number is going to be higher than you expect, and the answer to the second question is going to explain a lot. Like the video if the tin beside the sink detail made sense to you. And subscribe if this channel keeps finding things you wish you'd known sooner. It worked then. It still works today.